A very good morning, welcome to Jeff Laughton, Thursday the 7th of August. Well, opposite to yesterday where there was a mountain of things to go through, there's not a lot today, but I did want to touch on something yesterday. Oh my God, some of these jockeys drive me mad now. I did say on this line I'm going to follow this man of La Mancha over a cliff, and I keep making excuses for it, but if you watched the ride yesterday, Eddie Greatrix, what were you doing? So when you put a hood on a horse, you hold on to it. There's a loop and you hold on to it, and if you want to do it at the last second, you yank it off. What does Eddie Greatrix do? He sits back, and when the stall's open, he goes to grab it, misses, and then loses the 6 length at the start. Now that just makes my blood boil. If that was in any other profession, if he worked in a hotel and he was doing crap like that, he would have his arse kicked straight out of there. But because he's a jockey, one of these little fellas that used to get fired out of cannons, because he's a jockey, he gets away with it. Well, I'm sorry, but these people need calling out. There's been enough occasions this year where people like Rab Avlin and, I just don't even want to name them. There's basically 5 jockeys that are worth backing. The rest of them are so mediocre, it's untrue. And that's okay, but when you're having serious amounts of money on these horses and these little shits do that, well, anyway. Enough of the rant. That was yesterday. That sort of knocked the edge off things for today, but I'm going to go through a few bits with you. You can see I've been riled up about this, but go and have back and have a look at that race at the start where he goes to grab the hood and misses. Oh, do me a favour. Right, let's start tonight. Nothing to add this afternoon. Start tonight in the 5:45. I like Inquisition. Inquisition is definitely on an upward curve. Ridden by Fred Daly last time at Epsom. Came through smoothly, was going to win as easy as you wanted. And then either the horse got lonely in front, he didn't make its mind up or whatever. But the horse that's gone by, and he's gone 3 lengths by it, has then come back at him. Now, I know this is an amateur race, but this guy, Paul Haney, does ride well. His last 4 rides, he's had 2 winners and 2 seconds, and he'd be the best rider of these. And I think that'll be winning that race. Well, I know that Corinth will win, but that's no use to Man the Beast unless you've got something to put in as a double. They do think that's improved an absolute ton. But I do like Gosden's as well in the 7:15. That shone very little until they put a pair of blinkers on it last time at Sandown, and it fairly ran away with the race. I think the handicappers put it up something like £4. And if you look how far they were strung out, they were strung out like 3 mile chasers on decent ground. So for it to get a £4 increase is almost criminal. And we shouldn't, because of that, we should, back it basically, because I think this is better than these. I know Muajim won last time, but it only won a 4-horse race at odds on. Desert Shadow's been gelded, and it has improved for gelding, but I'm told it's a bit of a monkey as well. So I definitely have a few quid on Danger Man in that race. The rest of the card there I'm not interested in, and of course it's the Sky, whatever it's called, the Sky League or whatever it's called. It's utter nonsense personally. I would have zero interest in it apart from one race, and that's in the last race. And that is Hornsey Bay. Now, Hornsey Bay went to air last time, and it took on a horse called Crown of Oaks of William Haggas's. Now, they were talking about Crown of Oaks being listed group class, even going for the classic trials, but he disappointed. And then they went handicapping with it. I think they gelded it and went handicapping with it, and it was so well handicapped. It beat Hornsey Bay by about a length and a half, something like that. Hornsey Bay is due to go up £3 from Saturday, but it obviously carries its original mark tonight. Gets £8 weight for age from the older horses, and as much as I don't like this Sky League or Racing League or whatever it's called, I do think there's an opportunity there to get stuck into that. It's got Rogue Impact to beat. Finished second at Thirst behind a horse of Andrew Baldwin's last time. They did think it good enough to run in the Derby, although it was, I think, 25th of 25 runs or whatever it was. It was way down the field. It was obviously a day out for the owners, but they did think it worth an entry there. But I do think Hornsey Bay will be winning that, and I will speak to you tomorrow same time, probably when I've calmed down a little bit. So I'll speak to you tomorrow. Thank you.